Hi people, Marino Ravenberg here again, as always. In this video, as you can tell from the header, it's going to be a neutral topic. And in this video, I'm simply going to discuss how bad victimhood is, how bad it is to play the victim. Overall, most people are aware of this, okay? People that have a tendency to play the victim are people that want to pity you. I've met people like that. Okay, people that were like, oh, please pity me, I'm a poor boy, I'm a poor person, I'm a poor this, I'm a poor that. And in this case, they mean not financially lacking, okay, and as in lacking financial resources, or not just that. They mean overall that I am of lesser quality, that's what they're telling you. I've met people like that, and whenever a situation came up where, for example, they couldn't get something done, then they simply wanted you to pity them. Them saying that is their way of asking you to pity them and to take pity on them and thereby help them out. Which is obviously wrong on so many levels, because what they're saying is that you're of a lesser quality. Note that these are also the people that have some kind of beggar mentality. They love to beg for stuff, and overall they have the bad mentality of not being willing to work for something, even if it means biting through a sour apple or facing trials and adversities. They don't want to earn their way. They would rather stick out their hands and beg others for handouts than actually go through whatever hardship they have to go through and earn their way. And obviously this is wrong on so many levels. On a spiritual level alone, despite the fact that pride is a sin. Yes, pride might be a sin, but that still doesn't take away the fact that you should have pride. Pride as in having an overall, at the very least, decent amount of self-worth as a human being, as a being in the universe as a whole, that you should simply not stoop to every low that you come across, let alone on any other level. You can imagine how offensive something like that is to a well-developed person. Have you ever seen a person that is well-developed or just developed overall display this kind of behavior? Like me, for example, I wouldn't do so. I mean, I would, hypothetically speaking, let's just say I had to take the bus and I didn't have bus fare. I would much rather walk 20 to 30 kilometers if I had to and suffer through all of that rather than ask people for bus fare or something. If someone by any chance happens to give me bus fare because the person noticed what kind of predicament I'm in or something like that, then I would be willing to accept it. It depends. It's not a form of welfare. It's just one person helping out another. It all depends on the situation. If the person gave it to me in a mocking tone, derogatory in whatever way, then obviously I wouldn't accept it. No. But it's just an example. Okay, generally speaking, no. I would choose the road that is most difficult, however illogical and contradictory that might seem. It's just, any person that has self-worth and integrity will rather come. Yeah, sorry, ignore my notification. So someone like that will rather sacrifice a whole lot. I'm sorry, my notification tone is still making me laugh. Anyways, someone like that will rather face up to any hardship, okay, or come close to dying even for the sake of principle. But if you're a beggar type and you're someone that plays the victim card, you're basically telling me that you're not worth anything and that I can do with you as I please. You're no different than an inanimate object. And yeah, to the people that aren't aware of it, or the people that do stuff like this, that consider themselves actual people, the answer is a resolute in capital don't. DON''T exclamation mark. Don't. Do not. Okay? It's just, you lower yourself as a human being to the point where you're not worth a lot as a whole. Begging others for handouts and overall just showing a complete lack of self-respect towards yourself, telling people, talking to people in such a way under hectic situations or in hectic situations or under hectic circumstances that you're talking to them in such a way that you're basically saying that, hey, I'm lesser, please pity me and make things easy for me because I am not worth a lot. And if it's just, I mean, that's just offensive, honestly. That's just outright offensive as a human being as a whole. But yeah, like I said, you need self-worth and integrity for that. You need a certain amount of pride and self-worth for that. And these individuals, they do not have that, unfortunately. But bottom line is that regardless of how you look at it, from every possible angle, victimhood is bad. People of the lowest classes, in every imaginable way, okay, spiritually as well as otherwise, from every way you look at it, these people are bad, okay, they're bad news. People that try to play the victim, they're essentially low lives. That's what they're saying. They're slapping a sticker on themselves. No one slapped the sticker on them, mind you, the metaphorical sticker. They slapped that sticker on themselves and they said, hey, I'm a low life. Pity me and just give me whatever you can spare. It's very revolting to any person of a decent stature and up. It's just so yeah, my message is, if you're one of these people, you better wake the hell up and you better get to do something about it, or just outright don't. DON', ! Don't. Bye.